Hey folks, I have been talking a lot recently about the power of nanoeconomics. I wrote a recent blog that talked about how we can use the concept of nanoeconomics to drive more efficiencies and eliminate economic welfare loss. And so I wanted to try to simplify the concept of economics. And I want to start off by a really simple definition. It's really the economic theory of individual entity, whether it be human or device, predicted performance propensities. And the sport that understands this concept and has been doing this concept, who has been applying nanoeconomics for years, decades, is baseball. Now, think about how in baseball, how teams, even if you're playing, Babe Ruth baseball or Little League baseball, you understand the batter coming to the bat. You understand what their natural tendencies are, their propensities, their inclinations, if they're hot, if they're on trends. And we use that individualized information and that predicted behavioral propensities in order to make better decisions about how to pitch to that particular batter. Again, we've done this in baseball for generations. And it's only become to fruition and more commonplace with the advent and realization of the Moneyball concept. But nanoeconomics is about understanding that individual batter, that individual pitcher, that individual fielder, that individual even umpire to know what their tendencies, propensities are. And let me give you an example of how this manifests itself. In baseball, there's this idea called the infield shift, which is a defensive strategy, a position where they're going to position infielders based on who that batter is and what their natural tendencies, propensities are, based on the probability that they're, in this example here, high probability that the batter is going to he's a left-handed batter, and they're going to pull the ball to the right side of the field towards the between first and second base. And so we use these tendencies and know this batter tends to want to bat like this. But now imagine going down to that next level of granularity. Oh, he's facing a left-handed pitcher who's got 10 years of Major League Baseball experience. He's already throwing 80 pitches in the game and is starting to get tired. It's a late afternoon game or in the midseason, and late afternoon, you've gotten some shadows starting to show up. It's midseason, so the pitcher's already starting to get worn out. It's a 60-degree humidity, so the ball's going to act and move in certain different ways with a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind, right? So that level of granularity allows us in baseball, allows the coaches in baseball to take a look at all those variables and factors and move the fielders into positions where the ball's most likely to hit. In fact, this is so effective that Major League Baseball has banned it. They have studied, they're no longer allowed to do this because it was so effective in applying this concept of nanoeconomics at the level of the individual batter, at the individual at bat, at the individual pitch, at the individual situation, at the individual time of year to make a more precise decision as far as where am I going to put my fielders in order to improve the likelihood that I'm going to get this batter out. The power of nanoeconomics manifests itself for every organization in our ability to transform the economic value curve, to overcome the law of diminishing returns by leveraging nanoeconomics to drive very individualized, granular decisions that allow and enable organizations to do more with less. And they do more with less by things such as personalized policy and operational interventions, right? Personalized precision medicine, personalized welfare programs, eliminated inefficiencies and waste and fraud, enhanced predictive accuracy and relevance, more informed, more accurate, more timely decision making, right? Cost optimization. And the bottom one, of course, is my favorite one, this ability to create a feedback loop to leverage things like deep learning and reinforcement learning to create this feedback loop that is continuously learning and adapting. So when you go back and you want to understand what is nanoeconomics, and if you understand baseball, nanoeconomics is what enabled this whole infield shift concept that the baseball teams have such a granular sense of understanding each batter, each pitcher, each fielder, each situation that they can position players, their fielders into positions where they're most likely to be able to field the ball. Anyway, I hope you understand the concept. If you're a baseball fan, I hope it comes through clearly. If you're not a baseball fan, I'd ask you to do homework assignment. Excuse me. and tell me where you see the concept of nanoeconomics being applied to your favorite sport. Cheers, and thanks for listening.